What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the greatest combat sports and culture show in the entire universe, the Fight Podcast. I'm your host, SERG VICENTE, and this is episode 294 of the show. So, each and every week, you know how I get down. I try to bring you guys some amazing content, some amazing conversations, and today, man, we have another one for you. Today, on the show, we have a striker, multiple-time world champion in not only Muay Thai, but also we have Ukrainian karate. She is a badass on the feet. Most of her wins are via knockout. She is performing this weekend. Yes, not even this weekend, this week for the PFL. Welcome to the show. Olena, how is everything going today?
Hi everyone, thank you for inviting to your show. Everything is good. A little bit boring because,
In that bubble.
it's not about bubble. I'm flying away from my country since April, so
Oh, man.
yeah, it's a little bit complicated, but no problem. As soon as possible, I will make what I actually like to do for my life, what make me excited, what make me feel alive. So fight. So I'm really
Absolutely.
happy to be here and to be in bubble. It's not so bad. I don't understand why people complain. We're not in the prison. I'm not sure if you see. I'm not sure if you see, but behind me we have
Looks good.
no.
Well, what's that over there? Is that a little, where were you?
Ocean. You see ocean?
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's a beautiful view, and we have
Absolutely.
a lot of beautiful food here, and all staff who help PFL. They really good people. So why to complain? It's not
You're
jail.
right. No, that's true. It's not. And again, I'm glad that you're here. And you are performing this weekend. And this week, you're fighting against an opponent that honestly has been there. She's experienced. She's fought for the title before, but you're a totally different puzzle. Why is it that you're going to go out there? How are you going to get this W this week?
I just want to make fun. I just want to make good show, good fight, and I'm excited to fight with anyone in this tournament. Mm-hmm. There is no easy bones in this. With no names. Yeah.
You can say some names. It's okay. You're on the Fight Podcast. You can say whatever you like.
I would like to lost to the good opponent and show my best than to win easy bones and lie to myself that I'm a champion. This sucks, because you live only once. You need to challenge yourself every day. So when they told me that it will be Larissa, I told my manager in the first day when I fly after my first fight that she is the toughest girl in the whole tournament. She, for my opinion, she's really good. I respect her.
Yeah, she's durable. Yeah, super tough. She's well-rounded. Absolutely.
Yeah. So why I need to choose some easy bones and make some fights? I don't want. I want to make a show. And whatever happen. I'm not going to be easy board for sure. I try to show my best, but whatever happen in fight, it's happen in fight. You never know, I know I'm underdog now, but I give a fuck about it.
Well, I love that, and that has to also come from because you're a legitimate martial artist, and that's one thing that I think a lot of people, when they were looking at fights and everything, especially nowadays, people are like, oh, they're like MMA fighters, so they've always done. But you have an extensive background in striking. You're a Ukrainian karate champion, you're Thai boxing champion. So you've competed at the highest level all around the world. For yourself being a martial art, how does that separate now? Because that experience gives you something totally different than a lot of your opponents actually have.
That's make a good fight. That's mean it will be a really nice fight. So pay attention on Friday 25. So we have a different background with this girl. She is really experienced too. Great jiu-jitsu. She like to strike too. But let's be honest, her last fight.
So
what the fuck is this? We will see. Maybe whatever. As I told you, everything can be in fight, but uh, you cannot judge person for the last
Right.
fight. You need to see all experience and all career what person passed. So
Mm-hmm.
I saw most of her fights, and I know who is she, and I'm sure she knows who I am. I don't know what she thinks about me, but as I told you, I don't give a fuck about anyone who thinks about me. Like, for me, the most important that my parents and my country proud of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, you do have it. Speaking of like your like say your country as well, there's so much talent come out of Ukraine. I mean, obviously everybody looks at like Lomachenko and things, but what is it? What is the combat sports scene looking like in Ukraine nowadays? Like, how is it? Like, is it like one of the bigger sports there? Like, what is it that brings such amazing fighters from that side of the world?
I'm happy to represent as a woman my country, because not too many
Absolutely.
women make MMA in my country. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
couple people in the one hand,
Mm-hmm.
but my friend Yaroslav Amosan just won a bellator title against Brazilian
Absolutely.
Lima, and it was amazing because Yarik has a huge personality as a person inside. He really kind, he really smart person, and he has a very experienced person, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that I know him, that I'm happy that he's
It's fantastic.
Ukrainian. So yeah, like uh people not appreciate what they have. For example, in Ukrainian, we don't have such more opportunities like in other countries has, like a huge, famous, with a
Right.
well invested gym. We train
Mm-hmm.
in the ghetto, We train with the
Yeah.
old gym of Soviet Union, but we still
Okay.
show good result. And for me,
Absolutely.
honestly, already to be here and to be only one Ukrainian during the women's and men fight, like
Mm-hmm.
it's already like a big goal for all my country, So I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm happy to be here. Whatever happen, I give a fuck. It's part of job. I just want to show my
Facts.
best. I just want to show good fight, and I want to make people excited. I don't want to. I hope I don't want to make sucks fights, boring fights. Like, I don't like it. So like I better like. Mm, if you die, you die. You know. If I
Let them
kill,
know.
I
Get your
kill.
Ivan Drago on. I'm not mad at that. Let them know. Well, look, and again, I do want to ask you this because it's so interesting. Because one of the things that the PFL I think has done really well, aside from the tournament, I want to ask you how you like tournament style in comparison to others. But before I get to that, the PFL has done an amazing job, I think, of really highlighting women in combat sports and really showing like amazing. And again, it's not just like big names here or there. Like they have some big names at the top, but everybody from top to bottom, and there's a lot of talent. How do you feel that the PFL is really representing women? And for yourself as a woman going in there, what is that sense of like pride and like responsibility going into the cage with that banner on your back?
I mean, it's grateful. I'm really happy that PFL give for women such opportunity to fight now in this horrible COVID time. So
Seriously.
yeah, and we can do our job. We can earn money. We can be in action. We can prepare well. So
Yeah.
I'm really grateful to PFL and all person who invest in PFL, the owner
Mm-hmm.
of PFL, that they put me in this tournament. Huge thanks for the legend Race Sefo, who invite me to this tournament. So I would like to continue to work with PFL, but we
Fantastic.
will see. I try
Yeah.
before. I try to make like all my life by plans, but sometimes
Mhm.
one day you realize you cannot plan everything. Life is changed like this.
Seriously.
So
Seriously.
we will see. I'm happy to be here now, and we will see
Mhm.
what will be in the future.
Nice. So and again, being in other sports and competing in other sports, a lot of people haven't had the opportunity to see combat sports in a tournament.
Mhm.
Now, I know being in kickboxing, I'm sure you've had tournaments where you had to fight 3 times in a day. How is this tournament for you in comparison to oh yeah, people don't understand. Like the actual kickboxing, you will fight 3 people in a day
Yeah,
and
yeah. It
feel
was in
beat up.
Germany with me. It was with me in Germany in a World Cup of Muay Thai in Dresden in 2011, 3 fights in a day. So I know
Oh,
what is it. I know how to make 4 fights in one tournament with a huge opponents. So it's okay. It's
That's
okay,
awesome.
but the reason is like it's not only kickboxing, it's MMA.
Right.
Like
Facts.
it's really tough kind of sport. It's not only one discipline. You need to be good in everything.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
even striking, like I learning something every day. I like to learn something new. So even striking, I need to change for MMA because like my opponents who won me, like they catch me not because they were better than me. They catch me on my mistakes, because
Right.
I'm still like grow up in this kind of sport. I have a huge experience of striking, but I need to learn more. This is what actually I do, and I'm not going to stop. So I'm excited to be here, and I'm excited to make MMA, and I really want to be the best in this kind of discipline, and I won't stop till I not be the best. This is like who I am.
Absolutely. Well, and that's great because you really, again, we talk about like the martial artists, and I know a lot of people who are legitimate martial artists. We always appreciate like the Ronin, like that samurai kind of vibe, traveling around and doing things. Do you do any like traveling and training around the world in different places?
Oh yeah, I travel a lot in this world. I live in China. I live in China. I live in Thailand for 2 years. Last 2 years I live in Thailand. Yeah, I won. They have a competition from the all fighters from the all world. Tryouts 2009, 19. So I was only one woman who they took. Like I was one girl and 9 men. Yeah. So
wow. That's sick.
You can watch it on YouTube if you want. It was really tough. You can like spend 3-4 days in jungle.
Nice. It's on YouTube.
Train hard. So it's like a fight camp, and you need to survive there. So it's a huge experience for me. And
amazing.
I like to travel. I like to US because here in US you can have a lot of sparring partners. For example, PFL told me you must stay for the next fight in US, and I choose a gym which called the Syndicate. And
that's a great gym. A great team there.
It was a lot of huge, great coaches like John Wood, like Mike Perry, like Matthew Jelly. Like these guys really helped me for this fight. So
that's amazing.
Yeah, we don't have enough time. Like we have only like couple weeks because we know our opponent so close to fight. I don't know why. So, but anyway, we've already prepared to anyone in this tournament. Like there is not too many strong girls in the whole world, so we must be ready for all of them.
Well, that's great. And again, you guys are moving on. And that's one thing that I think everybody really loves about the PFL tournament, that it isn't one of those where the fighters, you fight once and then you don't see them again for the other year. You might see these fighters 4 and 5 times in a year, which is amazing. And it really, I think, brings it to that, like that, again, that martial artist. But we got to get into this because I did want to have some fun with you because for a couple of things. Starting off in combat sports and kick, what was the fight? Who were the fighters that you looked at when you were getting into the sport and you're like, that I want to do that? What fight got you into it?
I always have only one answer to this question. Only one. Whatever happened in his career, I'm watching all his fights. I always on his side. It's Conor McGregor. I'm always on his side. I don't give a fuck about other people say about him. Like somebody not understand him. My one of my goal to meet him and speak with him for a while. He inspired me. He inspired me. And another part, like this is so funny. Like I like two fighters which are totally different from each other. So I like Conor, who inspired me, and I like Fedor Emelianenko, who inspired me since I start to make martial arts. So they're totally different type of person, but you can learn from both of them. Like
that's real.
So they both champion, like, and they both have fall down in their career, but they just stand up and keep moving forward. That motivates me. This is my philosophy too. Whatever happens, just keep moving forward.
Absolutely. Oh, that's great. Those are honestly can't go wrong, especially early Conor McGregor. How could you not be inspired by the early Conor when he first went out there and was starching everybody? And then Fedor is the OG of OGs. I mean, the dude is a legend, and he's still out there competing. Let's ask also in this one, do you have any like martial arts or kung fu movies that you always love that you went back to, was like, yep, I'm gonna watch that one? It's just an action flick. I love the fight scenes in it. Like for me, like now I love John Wick movies. They're amazing. It's a lot of fun. What movies for you right now? Is it like that martial arts flick that we can go back to and you're like, oh, I love that movie, I can watch it a million times?
A lot of people tell me that I'm John Wick, but like a woman version, because I like to shoot in my Instagram. You can check how I spent my free time in Las
Oh, we saw
Vegas.
you.
Yeah, like I'm hunting since I was small kid. I shoot really good, so yeah, like this is make me fun. Same level like fights. I think
That's
when you
awesome.
shoot, it's amazing. But for me, like PFL, it's similar like the movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme about Kumite. I think Kumite when they have
Oh, Bloodsport.
Yeah, Bloodsport.
Oh, it's amazing. One of my all time. Yeah, it's great.
Same. What PFL? Nothing changed. Like a
It
lot of
is.
good fighters here, and you need to survive, and you have a lot of fights here, and only the one take million. Only one thing. Like
That's hilarious. It really is like the modern day Kumite. It really is.
No, I've noticed it since PFL start. It's the same. Only difference, nobody die, but you never know.
Hey, like you said, if he dies, he dies. No, all jokes aside. But okay, before we get you out of here, we have to say you fight this Thursday, or should I say this Friday?
Friday.
How do you win this fight?
I win this fight unpredictable. I just say like this. Like I like to break people prediction, because people put money now on Larissa, so I'm not going to stop them. I put money on myself.
There we go.
So keep going. Don't believe in me. Keep going. Say something. I don't give a fuck. I just like to fight. So
I love it.
I know whatever happened, you will watch my fight, because I'm not making a boring fight. If I win, I win by KO, TKO. If I lost by like choke or something. So it's only one fight in my pro career which stopped by decision. And again, like it wasn't so boring like other fights, like for my fight, even this tournament. So we will see. It will be show, definitely.
Your record shows that all of your wins, essentially, like I say, you're either knocking them out or you're submitting them. You're going in there, you're going after it each and every time. This fight is going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait. Olena, thank you so much for joining me today on the Fight Podcast. Much continued success. Really quick before we get you out of here, where can the people find you?
Any social media, Instagram, you can text me. I answer to anybody, maybe I not answer before fight, but will definitely after my fight. Like guys, like any messages, I will answer to you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I know you say you're out there. Good luck this week. And like I said, we will see you soon. Hopefully we get you back on the show. Thank you. Bye-bye. Absolutely. Bye-bye. Take care. Everybody, that is PFL lightweight Olena, man. She is, like I said before, is an incredible kickboxer. She's going to go out there, and she always comes and brings it. Like I said, all of her wins are either by TKO, some kind of finish. And she's a multiple-time Ukrainian karate and Thai boxing champion. She has a wealth of experience. It's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said before, man, the PFL is always one of the organizations that I think has really come, and they bring it. They do an amazing job of bringing it in terms of production value. The fact that they're on ESPN Plus is in ESPN2 is amazing. And the fact that we're also getting these fights in the middle of the week, so they're not intercepting with the Bellator. They're not intercepting with the UFC is amazing. As fight fans, we have fights all the time, and you're getting fighters that you're not used to seeing. And these fighters are still badass, just like she is. So I can't wait for this fight this weekend. I cannot wait to see everything else we have. Obviously, we have PFL this week. We have UFC this week. We have some boxing and so much more. Stay tuned to the Fight Podcast. We have other interviews coming up. We have Brothers in Combat as well. My brother Darnell Giovanni this week. We have the Guru B Camp coming on this week. And we have a couple other special guests. Love you guys. This has been Serg Vicente of the greatest combat sports and culture show in the entire universe, the Fight Podcast. This has been episode 294 of the show. I will see you guys next time right here on the Fight Podcast. Deuces.